You did it. You spent months preparing. You stood in front of a judge. You presented your evidence, and the judge said those magic words. Judgment for the plaintiff. You walked out of that courtroom feeling like $1 million. Then 2 weeks passed, then a month. Your phone isn't ringing, and your bank account is still empty. Here is the secret the court doesn't tell you. Winning a lawsuit is only half the battle. The court isn't a collection agency. They won't call the defendant for you. They won't knock on their door. In today's video, I'm going to show you the 2026 seizure strategy to turn that piece of paper into actual cash in your pocket. First, you have to survive the dead zone. In almost every jurisdiction, you cannot collect a single penny for the first 30 days. Why? Because the defendant has a legal right to appeal. If you try to seize their car or freeze their bank account on day 10, a judge will shut you down. During these 30 days, your only job is information gathering. You need to find out where they bank and where they work. Did they pay you with a check before? Look at the back of that canceled check in your online banking. It usually has their bank's routing number. That is your golden ticket for later in this video. On day 31, if they haven't paid, you send the final demand. This isn't just a friendly, "Hey, remember me." Note, this is a formal letter sent via certified mail. Return receipt requested. State clearly, "You owe me X amount plus interest. You have 10 days to pay, or I will begin the formal asset seizure process, which will include seizing your bank accounts and notifying your employer." 70% of people will pay right here just to avoid the embarrassment of their boss finding out they're being sued. If the 10 days pass and they're still ghosting you, it's time to go back to the courthouse. You aren't asking for another trial. You are asking for a writ of execution. This is the document that gives the local sheriff or constable the power to actually go out and take property or money. In 2026, many courts allow you to file this electronically. It usually costs about $25 to $50. But here's the hack. You can add that filing fee to the total amount the defendant owes you. The loser pays for the privilege of being hunted. Now, remember that routing number from earlier. This is where it pays off. You take that writ of execution to the sheriff and tell them you want a bank levy. The sheriff serves the bank, not the person. The bank is then legally required to freeze whatever is in that account up to the amount you are owed down to send it to the court. The best part, the defendant doesn't get a warning. They go to buy groceries, their card declines, and they realize you finally got your money. What if you don't know where they bank? This is the ultimate Reddit hack, the debtor's examination. You file a motion to hold the defendant back into court, to sit in front of a judge and answer questions under oath about their assets. They have to tell you where they work, what cars they own, and where they keep their money. If they don't show up, the judge can issue a bench warrant for their arrest. Nothing motivates someone to find $2,000 faster than the threat of spending a night in jail for contempt of court. Collecting your money is a game of persistence. Don't let them win by being lazier than they are. If you're currently stuck in a specific state and need the exact form numbers for your local court, drop your state in the comments below. I'll be checking them and providing links to the 2026 updated forms. If these videos are helpful, subscribing is appreciated. Also, feel free to let me know in the comment section what video would be helpful to you. Hope you enjoy your day.